Keep it going for Justin, folks. We're going to keep this thing moving to the next comic. We recently won a competition here. He's a great new comic. He's very funny. Start clapping right now. Start clapping right now for Asher, everybody. Keep it going for him. We're going to have a
Hey, I'm an 18-year-old comedian, which is difficult because I can't drink, so a lot of places don't really want me there. And some of these places that do want to tolerate me got these weird rules a lot of the time. Like one place I wanted to go back when I was 16, said I had to bring 10 friends over 21. I was like, I can't do that. I don't have 10 friends. Especially not 10 adult friends. I'm not trying to send people to jail. I asked the guy, I was like, hey man, do I still have to do this? He said, yeah. I was like, I guess I gotta join a gang and do stand-up now. This kind of got me thinking, you know, gangs must have been a lot less scary back in the day, like before cell phones. Because if you got in a fight with someone, they said they were going to call their boys and mess you up. What were they going to do? Walk over to a landline or a payphone and just hope that everyone's home when they call? Plus, these are usually like fast-paced interactions. You can't really be like, hold on, man. I'm going to call my boys. Man, you got a quarter. Ain't no gangster's going to have quarters on them. Walking around with a change purse. My parents are divorced, which is why I dress like this. You know how hard it is to put together an outfit when half your clothes were at a different house? Like, I get 2 Christmases, 2 Thanksgivings, but 1 wardrobe. Oh, it makes no sense to me. Like, some people will lose, like, money in the divorce. I lost outfits. But my parents, they got divorced when I was really young, you know? Like, I was, like, in 1st grade, so my friends didn't really understand it. I'd be like, yeah, I'm going from my mom's to my dad's house. They're like, wow, you got 2 houses. You must got money. Like, no, I got trauma. 2 houses doesn't mean I got money. It means I got a 45-minute drive every Tuesday, Thursday, and alternating weekend. Sometimes when I do my jokes, the next comedian will come up and they'll tell jokes about me, which is fine, it's all fun and games, but like, I don't like that it's only ever about 1 of 3 things. People either say I look like a school shooter, white rapper, or a lesbian. And I don't know which of these to be more offended by. Like, I don't know, what do you guys think? School shooter, white rapper, lesbian?
School shooter.
School shooter? Yeah, I get that a lot. I feel like I should do something about that. It's not exactly the look I'm going for, but something about me. Oh, and like, I remember we had a school shooter drill at school, and my dad, I told him, he's like, yeah, well, when I was a kid, we had Cold War drills, because we thought Russia was going to bomb us. So, like, that was an imaginary war. Do you know how many real school shootings there were? This is an actual threat. And our plans for school shootings haven't changed since the 80s. We're still doing the same thing. We turn the lights off, lock the door, and we all go hide in the corner. Like the school shooters are just going to walk up like Jehovah's Witnesses and walk up, knock on the door. No kids in here. No kids in here. And apparently that's good enough. One time we had a drill, and my teacher grabbed a can of black beans to throw at an intruder if they came in.
That's effective.
That's not effective.
A can of beans? Ah, fuck somebody else.
This is a 30-year-old white woman named Shelby. She's not gonna mess nobody up with no beans. I was a weird kid. I'm still weird now, but I'm technically an adult. Like, I'm a weird kid, but taller and with some facial hair. But like, I was weird. I used to do a lot of origami because I was popular and well-adjusted. Like, doing origami as a child is a direct link to mental illness. Like, if your kid does origami 10 years later, expect a suicide note folded into a crane, you know? Alright, my bad, I'll talk back. But like, I started doing a lot of origami. I made these like boomerangs, just so I could throw them and they'd like come back to me. Because I needed something that would come back at me. But I made that, and it got bad because my parents realized that they looked like swastikas. And so my parents had to explain to me what that meant, which must have been difficult because I didn't really understand what Jewish people were. And so my dad's like, yeah, this is a Nazi, this is a swastika. I'm like, oh no, that's not good. And then I find out years later that my mom posted about it on Facebook. I'm like, Mom, I'm blonde with blue eyes. We need to keep this under wraps. I don't want to give off the wrong impressions. But I have a job. I work at a bowling alley. And it's a good job. Like, I've learned a lot. Like some people need to be less concerned with their 10-step skincare routines and a little more concerned with whatever's wrong with their feet. Because if you hand me your bowling shoes and I spray them and they start sizzling, like you need to go see a doctor. Take yourself to a podiatrist and get that checked out. But like sometimes when I'm at work, there's just people who can't identify me. Like I'll be sweeping or whatever, they'll be like, "Hey son, do you work here?" I'm just like, "Nah." I'm just really into brooms. Public sanitation is just a passion of mine. Alright y'all, it's late and it's a school night. It's past my bedtime. I'm Asher. You guys have a good night.